Welcome back. I am really excited for this module because we are going to put pen to paper. We are going to publish your first post here on LinkedIn, or maybe you've already published before, but this is the new and improved way to publish on LinkedIn. Either way, let's get you rocking and rolling. The easiest way to do this is, again, you just click on the home button at the top there. You'll see a button here that says write an article. It'll be right in your newsfeed. Just click on that, and it's going to pull open a LinkedIn blog page for you. And LinkedIn has a really clean look for how they do blogs now. So it's kind of nice, but it also takes a little bit of learning to understand. Some of it, they kind of expect you just to know. So I'm going to walk you through this step by step. This first area here, right here, is going to be kind of a big cover image or a header. So what you're going to want to do, and I'll have some resources for this as well, is use a good stock photo, or if you have, artwork or things like that that will fit a post well, then you want to insert that, right? So let's just say I'm doing a post. Let's say I'm aiming at dentists, right? I'm just going to use that for this example. So I'll upload my photo, and LinkedIn will resize it for me, and I can see there's my post, right? And then these little commands here will help you see, do you want the photo full size, or do you want it kind of shrunk down? See how that looks. This button here on the left will make it so it takes up the whole screen horizontally. See how it takes up the whole screen? So depending on the way that you've created the photo, if it's more of a square image, then you can use this secondary setting. That'll make it more of a square kind of header type thing. It's totally up to you. And this works for every image that you're going to be using on a LinkedIn blog. Either the full screen mode here, where you can see it takes everything over, or kind of the square mode. Whether people view this on the desktop or on their mobile phone, the photos, again, will either just be a square shape or take up the whole shebang. Totally up to you. You can see you can add in a credit and a caption here if it's from a news source or a stock site and you want to credit it. Now in this case, I actually used my own photo that I bought through a stock photo website. It's royalty free, so I don't have to credit it at all. When you get your headline, right, we worked on that in the last module. Your killer headline goes here. Killer headline goes here. Right? And then we start writing, and you can see where it says right here, add images or video. This little button here, and let me get my drawing tool out. This is a magical button. This little thing right here. What this is going to do is every time you want to insert a photo, insert a landing page, insert a video, insert a slide presentation, anything you want to add to the post, you're going to click that button. So let me scroll back out here, and you can see right at the top also we have a little command area. This is where you can change the font styles. Heading 1 and heading 2 are going to be your big, large like titles, or you want to call attention out, and I'll explain all that as we go. You've got normal, which is kind of your normal font body size. You've got bold, italic, underline text, numbered lists, bullet lists. Here, I'll just undo this. Bullet lists here. This is if you want to do like a big pull quote or quotation that kind of stands out. And then this is to insert a hyperlink when you highlight some text, okay? So let's get in and let's actually put in some text. So now the first sentence of your blog post is critical, and here is why. The way that it works when you share a LinkedIn blog post, when someone else links to it, or when a website links to it, or it's on social media, or featured on LinkedIn, anywhere like that, what is automatically going to happen is whatever is sharing the post, so to speak, if it's a social network, if it's LinkedIn, if it's somebody else, it's going to pull this big image, right, to kind of be the featured image with the blog, and then it's going to take whatever the first so many words are here, right, that go here, get featured. And what I mean by that is when you look at another blog post, right, typically you'll see these little summaries, right here, where this is kind of the one sentence summary of what a blog post is about, right? And you can see, right, you've got your attention grabbing headline, and then you've got a quick summary. And so you've got your attention grabbing headline and a quick summary. This is just from my main blog on the LinkedIn Riches website. So I want you to think about it this way. You write your headline first, and then you want to write second this little one sentence synopsis. The way LinkedIn is going to work is it's going to pull this first sentence and share this as kind of, oh, this blog post, here's your headline, and then here's kind of the first sentence to hook people in. Now, what I like to do is make that italic So that kind of sets it apart separately. And I'll show you this in some example posts of my own. And then the actual post starts here, right? And I unitalicize that, obviously. So I'll just unitalicize that. Let me show you what that looks like here in real time on some of my current LinkedIn posts. So that will really help you understand how all this works. So let's go over, we'll just look at one of my more recent LinkedIn posts, okay? And you can see it's automatically pulling the image at the top, which is this, Swiss Army knife with the LinkedIn logo. Here's my headline, right? Here's the first sentence, right? And you can see I wrote it so that it's a quick summary. This LinkedIn feature has seen a 240% spike, making it even easier to engage your ideal prospects on the network. Now notice I don't say what the feature is yet. I'm building curiosity. So again, from start to finish, build curiosity, build curiosity, build curiosity. As one of my good friends, Mark Ealing, used to say when we were talking about writing novels and writing books, the goal is to get him to turn the page. The goal is to get him to read the next sentence, right? Don't give everything away in your headline or your first sentence. Make people work for it. Make them, get them curious, get them excited. What is this? What got a 240% spike in usage, and how can I use that to get business? So you can see the way this lays out. You got your image, you got your headline, first sentence is right here in italics, and then I get into the post, right? Then I get into, the context. I've got photos, I've got some of these larger headings, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a second. So let's jump over to our new post, and we'll say, if you're a dentist, you should visit this page, right? I'm just going to use that as an example. So you could say, oh, I want to highlight this and link people. You just click this little link up here. This is going to add a hyperlink to the text that you've highlighted. You can see there, I just put in my URL. Let me blow that up, and it's going to apply that right there. Now, see how that text is purple and clickable? When you publish that, when it goes, to the public site and everyone can see it and it's not in draft mode, that's a clickable hyperlink, okay? If I want to bold text or italicize, I just highlight it. I click bold. Let's say I want to add in a little summary, right? Because you think about when people read blog posts, right? They scroll. We scroll, we scroll, we scroll. We have to stop them. We have to capture their attention and break the pattern. If this was only text, 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 people would get bored. They wouldn't read it all. See how I'm using images here to kind of stop you and go, oh, what's this? And then see how I use larger headlines, right? And then you scroll, 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 boop, break it up, right? Wait, want more tips? What's this? Huh? Oh, okay. Scrolling back, So again, think about when you lay out a blog on LinkedIn, you want to break up the text with images and then larger, like little mini headlines to kind of capture their attention. They're going to scroll down. Something's going to catch their attention. Oh, why does messaging matter? I'm going to start here and jump in and read this, and then I'll go back. So when you're building these sections, right, headline section here, right, the text goes here. So if I want to blow this up, this is going to be a little headline. Again, I highlight the text right there. Then I go up to the top, and where it says normal, I'll change that to heading 1. Then you can see now it's much larger, right? So this is just some basic formatting stuff. Now I want to get into our little friend, the magic box here, okay? This is what we're going to click to add a bunch of cool elements to our blog. So you click that, and it opens up a new kind of slider tab. You can put in an image. You can put in a link to a video. You can embed like a YouTube video or a Vimeo video. You can embed slides from, SlideShare, which LinkedIn owns. You can put in links to landing pages. You can put in some custom code to embed certain things. It depends on what the code is, if it'll work or not. But for our purposes, let's keep it simple. Let's say I just want to add an image to my post, right? All I do is I click image, then it's going to say drop an image here or upload. So again, let's say I want to do another dentist image, right? So I'm going to do a toothache, right? And I'm going to put that in. When I scroll down, you can see it's uploaded the photo for me. Now, when I click on the photo, you can see it populates it with these options, right? So do I want to make the photo small and have text to the right-hand side? Text here. And then you can see how that shows up. Now, if I want to change that, say, nope, I want the photo on its own line, then the text move back down. If I go in again and say, no, I want the photo to be bigger, that's that middle option. If I want it to be full size, boom, right? Then it takes up the whole page. And again, when you're scrolling through, depending on how you want your image to work, maybe you do want a big honking photo. Maybe that's too big. So then you go, nah, let's make it smaller again, just kind of a square, fits in the flow of it, right? So you can experiment with this. This is the only way to resize photos, okay? You can't just drag and click and move them however you want like you're probably used to. This is to, this last one here, put the image over here, and then you'd have the text to the left of the image. See that? Text and image together. So again, just click the image and then click the sizing tool, how you want it to appear, you know, small, medium, or full screen here. If you want to put text alongside it, those are those two outside options, I should say. And then we're off and running. So for this purposes, I'll just do kind of a medium sized. Okay. Now, one really cool, powerful thing is, let's say I want to embed a video, right? Because again, the way LinkedIn works is they want to have multifaceted posts with lots of different types of content. So what I can do here again is insert an actual YouTube video. So I'm going to go over to YouTube. I'm going to find a video that I like, and I'm just going to click this little share button right there. And then when I scroll down, you see it already has highlighted the sharing link, right? That's just the share link. So you click share, and then you just highlight this little string of URL right there. Go over here. Again, go to our little magic box, click that. I'm going to click video, and it will tell me just put in the link, and you can see YouTube, Vine, Vimeo are all supported right there, right? So I just paste in my little link, I hit return, and LinkedIn does the rest. When I scroll back down, you're going to see a video pop up, right? Now it's playable right inside my LinkedIn blog. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, you can have the text, you can hyperlink the text, you can put in photos. You can also, again, take advantage of the fact that people like to consume different styles of content. Maybe they want to watch a video. Man, that guy is good looking and handsome, isn't he? Okay, so again, you can add different elements in. So if I want to add something else, I want to add in a slide presentation, I just click that little button, click here. Again, you just paste in the URL. You can see SlideShare is supported, Prezi, which is one of my favorites, is supported, and others, right? So depending on what the link is and what the software is, LinkedIn will, either immediately put it in, or you might have to do some HTML, copy and paste embed codes, things like that. So now one element that's new that I love is the ability to link to different landing pages that you have, tweets, things like that. So you can see, right, I should start over. So I just click my little, let me close this out here. So when I go down, I've got, this part of my blog, I'm ready. I go and I click on my little friend, right? And he's going to say, what do you want to embed? I'm going to choose a link this time. I'm going to click that, and I'm going to paste a link to a page on my website. This is a webinar sign-up page. You can also, it wants you, you can link to Twitter, to Instagram, Facebook, different things like that. If you have an individual post or image or things like that you want to link to. I like to link to pages on my website, because watch what'll happen. LinkedIn will not only embed kind of a screenshot of what my page looks like, it'll also make it live. So think about this, right? If I'm saying, here, I'll put it right here. If you, want to learn more, I have a free webinar, link below, you can check out, right? And what you'll see is this is clickable. How sweet is this, right? It automatically pulled in a core landing page for me, free training, generate stuff with LinkedIn, right? Who's not going to want to use this, right? So if you've got key pages on your website that you want people to go and jump over to, put them in. Put them in. Again, you just click this little magic box and you click links, and then you paste in whatever link it is you want to use. Okay? So as you're writing the post, there's all these different ways to add content. Now, one of my favorite things to do is always, always, always finish with a call to action. Okay? So let me show you an example of what that looks like. Here's what I'm talking about. So at the bottom of a post, right, I've written a good headline, I've written a good post, you read it, you found value in the post, here it is, you got all this great content, and then at the end, I say, do you want more tips? Download my free resource guide. Click here, and I've highlighted and made that text clickable to get a free copy of my resource guide for coaches and consultants. And you can see as well, LinkedIn, I just linked to this landing page. It will jump people over to a landing page on my website where they can go and download a free guide. Make it related to the content of your post, right? So if you just wrote a blog post, that helps business coaches and consultants, get more sales leads with LinkedIn, link to this guide because they're going to want more of the same naturally, right? If you wrote about, different flavors of ice cream, link to an ice cream cone page, right? Now, what are you going to put the ice cream in? Here's my favorite ice cream cones. So make it complementary to what your content is about. So again, you've got all these different ways here on LinkedIn. And I'll give you an example again. If I say, I always like to write, want more, check out, my free online training, right? And then what I can do is click the little magic box, click links, paste in a link to my webinar, and then it automatically populates for me. And then I can just highlight this text, make it bold, change it to header 1 so it's nice and large. I've got a live link, live clickable box to the landing page, right? And you can see free training. Make your landing page very clear what it's going to do for people. This is the landing page that links people to sign up for a webinar. So this is what I'm talking about. This is driving traffic over to your LinkedIn landing page. This is what I call a call to action, a CTA, whatever you want to do. At the end of every post, you want to have a strong call to action. That could be, want more, check out my free online training. Want more, go over to my YouTube channel. Want more, connect with me here on LinkedIn. Want a free evaluation for your business? Call me at this phone number, right? I've had students that literally, put in their phone number at the bottom of posts. Because if you think about it, when somebody consumes this content, say it's a dentist, right? And it's about dental marketing tips. And my call to action might be, want more, get a free evaluation of your dental website today. Call me at, 1-800 whatever, and let's connect. Because people will be able to just tap your phone number right inside the post and call you, depending on the type of phone they have. People can email you directly. I like to also have an about the author as a call to action, right? So you can put in, a 3 to 4 sentence summary of who you are, what you do, how to contact you, etc. That's kind of your quick, John Nemo is a LinkedIn trainer who helps blah, 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 do this, right? Similar to what you have in your summary section, what I do, how I do it, who I help. You want to put that at the bottom of every single post you do on LinkedIn. Never, ever, ever leave a LinkedIn blog post without a call to action, without a way to invite them to further the conversation, to call you, to connect with you, to check out your free resource, to go visit your website, to go see more examples related to this post. Anything to move them further into your content marketing empire is what we're looking for. Now, there is another great kind of ninja tip here for calls to action that really help give a visual pop to your CTA. Watch this. So what you can do is actually make images that you put in your blog post clickable. So let me explain. Let's say I wanted my call to action for people to go and get a free copy of my book. Okay, so that's an email opt-in. I would redirect them to this page. They would click here to get the free book and opt in. So what I can do is actually just take a screenshot of this or use this image. So I just go down and take a screenshot of it. And then what I can do is actually insert a photo, an image of this landing page right on LinkedIn. So watch this. I go click my magic button. I insert image, click upload from computer, and I've got a screenshot there. Boom. Okay, what it's going to do is actually put that image in, but here's the ninja part. So I can scroll up. See how good that looks? It looks like a button, and there's the book, and there's the artwork, and I'm saying, hey, click below to get your free copy of the book. All I have to do is just click on the image, and see how it turned blue right away? Now I go up here to the little hyperlink symbol. I click that, and at the bottom of the photo, look at this. I can put in a URL. So we're going to put in my website URL where the book is, the landing page. Click apply. Now that image is clickable. See how the hand is clickable here? Now when I publish this post, people can click on the link of the button, right? It's actually not a link, it's an image, but they don't know that. So they just see a big orange button that says, yes, send me the free book. When they click it, boom, jumps them over here. It matches the image they just saw. They click it again and get the book. This works incredibly well within your blog post. At the bottom is a call to action. Let me show you a couple examples of that here, of how I do it on my posts. So here's a great example. I've got a post, how to instantly 17x your visibility on LinkedIn. But look at the bottom when I get down to the call to action, how big these images are and how much they kind of pop visually. So I've got free training, how to generate your leads with LinkedIn. But look here, what I did was I just took a screenshot of this button, and you can see when I click on it, it actually jumps me over to the webinar sign up page, and I can click and sign up to register. How awesome is that, right? So again, it's just right here. It's a clickable image. You can see my little arrow, the black arrow turns into a hand to click the button. And what I love to do is use imagery from my landing pages. Again, send me the template, right? This is another free thing that I'm offering people. And what they can do is they can see, oh, okay, I'm going to click that image or click that button, and it dumps them over to the landing page, gets them off of LinkedIn and into my sales funnel where they're going to sign up to get the email or the next step. So this is a great little ninja move to use. You just insert a photo, highlight it, it becomes clickable, put in the URL, and I love using buttons and other images that kind of cue people to, oh, okay, I'm going to click over and get that. So make sure you take advantage of this. Now, the last key thing I need to tell you about is hashtags, okay? And as I'm recording this right here at this very moment, they are not yet clickable on the desktop, but LinkedIn said that's going to be happening very, very soon. They are clickable on mobile. And here's what I'm talking about. When you use a hashtag on LinkedIn, like LinkedIn tips, or let's say business coaching, or let's say small biz tips, or whatever it's related to, right? These are like keywords, right? So if I wrote a blog post on dental marketing tips, right? Or dentists, or dental, right? Or business development. All of these are tappable and searchable on the LinkedIn mobile app. Right now, 60% of people using LinkedIn use the mobile app. Now, what LinkedIn is going to be doing, depending on when you're watching this, they're going to redesign the entire desktop to basically mirror and match the mobile app. And why that matters is these hashtags moving forward are going to be clickable on mobile and desktop. What that means is if I'm a dentist and I read a post by somebody else that had the keyword dentists or dental marketing tips, and I go, yeah, I'm curious what else is out there on LinkedIn, and I click on this, that will pull me over to your post. Okay, it's just like Google and SEO, right? If I search for plumber Minneapolis, it's going to pull up a list of people that have the words plumber in Minneapolis, tagged and keyworded on their website. Same idea with LinkedIn. Remember, LinkedIn wants to be a content hub. They index and categorize and archive every single word you create and share on the site. So all you're doing with these little hashtags is telling LinkedIn, hey, file this away under dental marketing tips. And when somebody uses a search on LinkedIn for dental marketing tips, or somebody else has a hashtag that says dental marketing or dentists, I want them to find me, right? This works for both status updates and blog posts. So what you want to do before you finish and publish your post is come up with some hashtags. There's no limit to this. I wouldn't do like 100 of them, but I would try to find some that, think of it this way. What would my ideal prospect search for? What would they categorize? Would it be, plumbing tips? Would it be, tips is a big one, right? Would it be a general category like marketing, right? If you do that, there's going to be millions of posts. Try to be more specific. Try to combine your audience, right? And say dental marketing or dentists, and then a separate one that says marketing. So LinkedIn knows this is a post about marketing and it's relevant to dentists. So use these hashtags. Use a lot of them. Again, they're already clickable on the mobile site. You should see that. You can publish an update on the mobile site and you'll see it. And you'll be able to tap the little hashtag and it'll lead to more stories and updates with those keywords. So make sure you add these to all your blog posts. I'll talk about how to add them to your status updates as well. But this is critical to making sure that your post gets quote unquote found more easily on LinkedIn. Now, a couple more quick things as we finish up this module. You'll see in the top right corner, this is the publish button. Don't hit that until you're ready to make this thing public. More is going to show you, oh, do you want to start another new post? Do you want to look at ones that you've drafted, get help, look at other posts you've already published? LinkedIn will automatically save your progress. You see that little save button? Every time you change something, it will automatically update and save. So I've changed that. It just did it so quickly you probably couldn't even see. So here's what I want you to know. The other key thing is, how often do I have to publish new content on LinkedIn? Should I be publishing daily, weekly, monthly, yearly? I would say this. I would say publish on LinkedIn about once a week. One time a week. If you can give me one new blog post every week, that would be fantastic. You do not have to do more than that. That's 4 posts a month. That's not that hard to do, right? 1 post a week. Now, the reason is you want to have enough fresh content to capture new people who are looking for the type of information that you provide, the types of services you provide, but also, more importantly, we need you publishing often enough so that we can reach out to your existing audience, your existing contacts, and send them this valuable content so that they move further into a sales relationship with you. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in the next module, so I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I know that question comes up of how much do I need to publish and how long should it be and all those things. I'll give you a couple parameters, but here's the thing, right? It's really up to you. Longer blog posts work fine on LinkedIn. People come here and they don't mind reading. A great blog post can be anywhere. The short end, 300 words. The longer kind of medium is 600 words. The really long, you know, they call it the long reads, might be 1,500 or 2,000 words, okay? Most of my blog posts land here, around 600 words. That's a good quick read, couple minutes. Got a good call to action at the bottom. Again, don't ever end a blog post without a call to action, because you're just wasting an opportunity. So with all that said, get to it, take your time, publish that first post, and I'll see you on the next video.